I made a video on Lost Records Bloom and Rage Tape 1 back when it came out about 2 months ago. To summarize that video, I was incredibly impressed by the setting of Velvet Cove and how it takes you back to the vibes of the original Life is Strange. I fell in love with the characters and the premise of the story, even though the pacing I felt was all over the place. Nevertheless, I looked forward to Tape 2 and I beat it over the weekend. If you want to better grasp the gameplay, the characters, presentation and that sort of thing, I recommend you to watch that video. I'll link it in the description box. However, this is going to be my full, spoilery thoughts on Tape 2 and what I think about the game overall. Let's jump right in. So Tape 2 from the get-go starts off very somber and desolate in comparison to Tape 1, which was more delightful and youthful. It picks up right after the Bloom and Rage concert, where it was revealed that Kat is suffering from a terminal disease known as leukemia. As a consequence, the group has fallen apart momentarily. Swann and Nora are sad, Autumn sort of distanced herself, and Kat is grounded by her sister. So already, I would say they have improved on engaging the player to the story in comparison to Tape 1, which I felt was going nowhere the majority of the way through. What they haven't improved on is the pacing still. It took me about 3.5 hours to beat Tape 2, and about 1/3 of that time was consumed setting up the central plot, which was unnecessary because they spent quite a while doing that in Tape 1. I understand why they're doing it. They want to establish the repercussion of the concert, but I wanted them to just get going from where they left off Tape 1 and focus on Kat and the touches of supernatural elements that stems from the abyss. This is exactly the reason why I felt releasing this game in 2 parts is a bad decision from Don't Nod. One thing I did enjoy in this 1.5 hour span is how it challenges Swann's friendship to other characters both in the present and past timeline. Like here, how Autumn keeps questioning Swann for her likes and dislikes that eventually challenges the player of his/her knowledge of Tape 1.
Here's your toothbrush. Dude, that's not mine. Oops.
Also, I still really enjoy the memoir system and how it celebrates and appreciates your memoir's making efforts from Tape 1 here. Goes a long way to make this feel interwoven and interconnected. Tape 2 really picks up from here on, where Swann and Nora try to break into Kat's ranch house. This is for me one of the highlight moments from the whole game. It pulled off so perfectly in this moonlit setting was incredible. Nora and Swann being their usual self was super cool as well. Here, Swann is like a cat on a hot tin roof, whereas Nora is like, if life gives you lemons, make lemonade.
Come on, Swann, flash her. Oh my god, Nora!
I also love how the camcorder was very meaningfully utilized here in gameplay as we signaled and communicated with Kat through her windows and eventually collected the gate code to finally sneak in. Going back to my point of interwovenness, I also love how every time I got caught inside the house, I could hear the voices of Nora from the present time.
What the hell are you doing here?
Oh shit! That didn't happen. And I don't know how much more time we should waste on this.
This whole sneaking scenario best highlights the features of what makes this game unique. Swann finally sneaks inside Kat's bedroom and helps cut her hair as a symbol of embracing her cancer. But of course, things go south as her sister and Corey show up to ruin her day. After that, this narrative is downright madness. The characters are making decisions and choices which I have absolutely no idea where they're coming from. Kat is blindfolded with revenge as we literally vandalize and burn down her family business. And then free the deers as an act to teach Corey a lesson. It is extreme and very unlike these characters I felt. And in a choice-based game, I felt the game took away my authority from it. However, it is incredibly dramatized and creates this sense of urgency in the player. For me, it reached a point where I was like, fuck it. My friends are being extreme, let me be extreme as well. And I just went down this lane to support Kat, whatever she wants to do. For example, when Corey attacks Kat in the cabin, the game presents a choice to stab him, and trust me, if my friends acted sensibly leading up to this moment, I wouldn't have stabbed him.
Corey!
Now for the supernatural angle of the story, which is the abyss. For me, it is just pointless. It is portrayed as the thing that helps the girl in fulfilling their wildest wishes throughout the game, and it has supposedly helped them bring down Corey. But the game keeps it a mystery, or maybe I'm missing something, I don't know. I'm still confused whether it is even real or not. If I had to guess the content of this video, I would probably have guessed piggying back to the abyss all the time, but that's not the case. It was introduced at the end of Tape 1, and it is extended at the end of Tape 2, which makes it pointless as I mentioned. But what makes it noteworthy is that the game drags on and over-dramatizes those moments, so I had to take that into account. Overall, I enjoyed the game and the narrative as a whole. It is good, it comes together well, but I think the ceiling was higher. The friendship between the characters is really the highlight of the story for me. How it handles themes of carelessness, our actions having consequences, themes of freedom, themes of living life to the fullest, themes of accepting and owning your weaknesses. It handles that stuff really well. I wish the supernatural elements were handled better or just removed them completely. I think the story would have had just as much impact if they completely removed the abyss from it. For example, when we finally open Kat's save box or whatever in the present timeline, going through her letters and stuff was so much more impactful, and I actually got teary-eyed at times. They withheld a lot of the abyss for a potential sequel, which is as clear as day. That being said, this is a worthy successor to Don't Nod's Life is Strange games. Even though I think the Life is Strange games are significantly better than this, it was still worth it. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to this channel, it would really help me out. Do let me know your thoughts on Lost Records Bloom and Rage. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Let's have a conversation down there. Thank you for your time. Rax Plays, signing off.